The average school year here in Lake County is 180 days of notes, homework, and tests. But that's just part of what happens behind these doors. Our Lake County School District operates some 50 schools, educating more than 38,000 students each year. A team of nearly 2,500 teachers make this happen. Math, reading, social studies, and science are the core of our commitment to students, and we're using innovative ways to keep our curriculum relevant, our teaching dynamic, and our kids motivated. Here's a few of our programs maybe you haven't heard about. Did you know that in Lake County we certify students in a variety of industry job markets? At Eastridge, students are learning skills that range from creating a business model for a restaurant to developing the eager minds of our littlest knights. In our unique early childhood development program, high school students meet preschoolers and everyone learns.
Well, there's 12 kids. They're ages 3 to 5, mostly 3 and 4-year-olds, a couple of 5-year-olds. Every day we have a certain routine. They'll come in around 8 o'clock during first block, and we'll do, we have manipulatives to help them work their fine motor skills, and then we'll go into circle time. We have our calendar, and we teach them the months and the days of the week and things like that. We go over our letter of the week, and then we all transition back to our tables and do our letter of the week worksheet. So we'll do that and then transition into second block, where we have snack time and art time and outside time. That's kind of their block to play. And then third block, they'll go back into, they'll learn their numbers and their colors and things like that.
Long gone are the days of home ec class. Now these young men and women earn a certification in early childhood education by completing 3 semesters in the Early Childhood Development Program.
Early childhood education starts in Early Childhood 1, which is like the bookwork course, and you kind of learn all of the things that you need to know. You do like projects and basic stuff like that, and then once you get to Early Childhood 2 is when you're in the preschool with the kids. It goes up to Early Childhood 6, so you can be in it for every semester up until then. Once you're in Early Childhood 5, you're kind of considered an aide to Miss Moyer, who's the director of the program. And you make worksheets and things like that for her, run errands and things like that. But basically it's just being in the preschool with the kids. You teach them and play with them and just that kind of stuff.
The course is designed to prepare students for initial employment in the child care industry or in the education field for teaching preschoolers and elementary children.
Well, this class to me is it's a class that's going to prepare me for my future. And I get a lot out of this class because I want to be a teacher when I get older, and this prepares me for that. Whereas, your basic core classes are important, but they're not, they're not going to prepare me as much for my future.
Preparing students for their future is the focus of the AVID program, which means advancement via individual determination. It's a program that helps our students learn how to learn more effectively. This college preparatory program targets Lake County students who might need extra support to make this step to college.
Every day we take notes, Cornell note style, and then at the end of every note we have to do summaries and questions. And then at the end of every week we have to do learning logs based on the summaries off our notes. And then every Tuesday and Thursday we have tutorial days where we basically, questions that we have in our classes, we bring them to class and we present them and we get help with them and feedback, and we help teach others who might have that class next semester, because most of our classes are skin-aid. And then also being an AVID, they put you in APs and honors classes, so they kind of push you to struggle. And then being that we have our tutorials, when you struggle we get stronger with each other, so that's pretty much how the whole thing works.
In AVID, students commit to 4 years of detailed note-taking, challenging classes, and fewer electives. But what they get in return can't be measured.
And I need to be pushed so that when I get to college, I won't struggle. Like, I'll already have everything laid out and I already know how hard it is and I'll be ready for it.
This new program to Lake County has only been around for 2 years, but the benefit for the students was obvious from the start.
You belong to something. Like, I've been with those people in the class for 3 years now, and they all understand me and I understand them. And you know, like regular high school classes, you have them for a semester and you probably won't see them as often again, but we build, you know, relationship with each other, and if anybody's struggling, we can always help the other person out because we know exactly what to say.
Teamwork is the foundation of our career and technical courses. Under the CAPE Academy heading, these programs are creating a job-ready workforce. In the Culinary Arts program, students move from Culinary Arts 1 to Culinary Arts 3 to earn their Tech Prep certificate.
Culinary Program 1, or Culinary 1, just simple as that. And what you do is like you own your own restaurant, and you work in the restaurant. It's preparing you for like the future, stuff like that. You get to cook. Sometimes you're in utility and you have to wash dishes, but that's just how life is.
Those students that show a real talent in the kitchen can move up to leadership positions within the program.
You don't only learn how to be in a cafe, you learn things that you learn in college, like knife skills, how to hold a knife, how to cut with a knife, spices, herbs, all that kind of stuff. You learn it all there.
We all know there's no training like the real pressure of actually working in a fully operational cafe, and that's just what these students get.
Well, it helps you, again, for the future, because not like you can learn how to cook certain dishes, but you don't know how to be in a restaurant, in a cafe.
By inviting teachers and the public in to dine, this program reaches the highest levels of learning by applying their skills and getting real-world feedback. Chef Pitts and McGriff are helping move all their students towards the Serve Safe National Restaurant Association certification. For culinary arts, and the right mix of creativity and science is key. The same ingredients in the hands of a computer guru can be just as creative. Nights and Nerdy is a robotics club that taps into this generation's tech savvy and puts science to the test.
What we do is we take about 6 weeks, we get a challenge, and with the 6 weeks we then have to design, build, program, and test a fully functioning robot to fit that challenge. The challenge that we just had passed was to design a robot that would lift inner tube, like pull inner tube pieces off the floor and place them on 10 feet tall racks. And that is in a 2-minute match. So the challenges that we have are very difficult. They're things that we have very little time for, very little money for, very little resources, and we have to pull together as a group and build a robot to be able to accomplish what we need to accomplish.
With a team of 35, this group went all the way to international competition.
This is an international program. Our team actually went to the international competition this year, which was in St. Louis, Missouri, and we won about middle of the pack there as well, so it was pretty impressive. We're one of 5 teams in Lake County. The numbers just keep growing and growing from there. It's a wonderful program. All the students that have gone through the program are in college now, learning to go into engineering or into mathematics or something in the science field. So it's a fantastic program.
While building robots, they are also building relationships.
I wouldn't even consider it a friendship, really. I consider it more of a family. Even with the 35 members that we have, it's not just click here and a click here. It's all together coming and developing. In some cases, there really aren't family matters at home. You know, there are members on the team who don't really have family that they're close to, and then they come to the team and they're together, and it's just one. It's complete unity, and it has to be that way because when it comes time for build season and we're building our robot, if there is, you know, a small fight even, it turns into a huge issue. So we keep that family aspect as much as possible, and when we do our community events, it kind of strengthens that as well.
The ultimate goal of education is to give students job skills.
Going from the robotics team, you get a lot on STEM education, which is fantastic. That's what our nation needs. I mean, you can literally go from any kind of career path. I myself plan on becoming an early childhood science teacher, and programs like this really help that. There are members who plan on becoming engineers, planning on working for NASA and actually building machines that will go off into space. There are hundreds of different career paths, some of which don't even relate to robotics, but because of this program, you'll gain skills that you need to be able to go into it.
The benefits of this program reach beyond science and math.
If it wasn't for robotics, I know that half the members on that team wouldn't even come to school. It's a program that is it's fulfilling in more ways than one. You don't just learn about STEM education, you learn how to speak publicly. I used to have stuttering problems, which I completely conquered because of programs like this. There are other members on the team who have social anxiety. They're not able to talk with other people at all. And because of robotics, because they have to work as a team to build a robot in 6 weeks, they had to come out of that shell to make sure that was possible.
Even the video you're watching right now is produced by students. It takes a team of writers, editors, and producers to make this happen. There are 4 fully functioning television production programs in Lake County, teaching job skills in the United States' #1 revenue-producing export, the entertainment industry. Producing daily news programs, public service announcements, sports highlights, and student life features all help our students learn to read and write while promoting personal responsibility and leadership. As educators, we have to reach each and every one of our 38,000 students. It's this hands-on experience and personal attention that keeps many students motivated to excel.
When you come to a program like this, a lot of people think, that's good, you'll build a robot and that'll be it, but you're learning how to be professional. You're learning how to act in a manner that is completely outside of what you think of when you think of teenagers. I mean, we go out in the community, we do community work like literally once a week, and not just fundraising, but volunteering, teaching, educating. It's more than just robots, in a way.
It also it gives me the satisfaction of teaching kids. And once they get something, once they understand something, it's great to know that you help them teach that,
Programs like these, STEM education, where you're using things that you should be learning in school on the curriculum and then placing them into your hands, that's what helps people learn. You can't just take a textbook, open it up, and say, learn math. You have to actually have people learning math. Take them, put them in the environment, give them a tool, give them a piece of wood, and say, cut it at a 45-degree angle, and they will. So it's a huge change going from, just sitting in class every day to actually getting up and doing something that's worthwhile.
And we have fun. High school should be fun too, and we have a lot of fun in that class.
Because I'm like, algebra. I'm gonna come to school and take a test and I'm gonna feel it. But then I think like, hot food. I'm gonna be cooking, I'm gonna be rushing, I'm gonna be in utility, I'm gonna come back, talk to friends, have all that kind of fun. It's just inspiring, I guess. I like it.
And I absolutely love it. I love being with the kids every day because they just put a huge smile on your face. You could be having a horrible day and they'll just brighten your day instantly.
It's a reason for you to just not have to be like, oh, school, I don't want to come to school. It's a reason to come to school. A lot of kids, they want to do the other stuff. They want to do the TVs, they want to do the culinaries, they want that. And having that at your school is an awesome opportunity for all of us, especially to get a job later in life.
Now that you've seen some of the amazing programs and students Lake County has to offer, I guess you could say an average day in Lake County is pretty unique.